Hello, everyone, and today we're going on duck tours. Yeah, it doesn't sound exciting, does it? But hey, when we're ready, you guys just get to our then at least.
I call it window seat.
I'm sitting on my own seat too. For some reason, the Blue Man Group is on here. Those eyes that are trying to keep in my soul. That's dark. Don't worry. That's not the only dark thing. My dad's dark. If you know the term I mean, black. Racism. Rosie, racism is ruining my day. Stop doing that. Did you know?
What?
Racism is ruining my day.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Racism is ruining my day. What do you say about that?
Can black people be racist?
Yes. Why?
It's a question.
Duck number 2.
Harold. Harold. Hey, Harold. Harold.
Yeah.
Look. See those eyes? They're dark.
Yeah.
They're dark. And
Gray.
No, I mean they look dark. You know what else looks dark?
What?
Vast sky. See what I did there? Because you're black. This is the one we're going on. Hey, they have it in Japan.
A picture before you board and then you're all set.
Are we allowed to live stream the duck tours? Yeah, just wanted to make sure so I had to read. Those are the countries it should be in. Might be. Don't know. Boston, Dublin, and Water. Cool.
They'll plug into the side of the vehicle. On the side of the vehicle. Are you here for a tour?
Yeah.
Tickets? You're all set to go. You're gonna have 2 people in row 2, 2 people in row 3, and 2 people in row 4. A quick picture, and then you're all set to go on the screen over here.
Okay. Turn around.
I'm short.
Okay.
I got you on.
Okay.
I don't know what. So I don't know what the picture is for, but yeah. Vanessa. What row am I in?
Pick seat. Row. Is it next to Vanessa? Yeah. Are you a duck?
Tell me the duck story.
You okay?
Yeah. This is CND. What are these for?
So you can hear
The announcements?
the tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ow! Stop!
That hurts. Do it to me.
All right.
Hey, can I get the window seat for my recording?
Just record over.
Like this. Please.
What?
Can I please get the window seat?
Just record like that.
But then it's showing this.
It's gonna show that anyways, dude. You can't stick your phone out there.
I know. Please.
Just record from there. Look.
You want to record it?
I mean,
It's
I'll just
best
sit
if
like
I'm
this.
right here, though.
I'll just sit like this.
Never mind. I'll just get it over your head. Okay.
Steve.
I'm bored. Hold on, guys. Yeah, there's some.
We're gonna have a Are you excited?
Please, let's win on the right seat.
Yeah, but I have to sit here and I was going to be sit.
Why?
Because I don't know, I might just have a really big headache and I feel like it.
Does this go underwater?
Can I sit where Daniel's sitting for my
As long
recording?
as it stays on top. Okay.
Do you want me to record for you?
No.
Anybody need translation headphones for language other than English? It's like French, Italian. We have Dutch, I think, Portuguese, Spanish.
Japanese. Yeah, that's the Japanese time. I thought it was. Oh no, number 8 Chinese.
No, number 8 is Korean.
You speak Korean?
Yes.
Look at this photograph. You rate cameras?
I just don't like cameras that close to my face.
Well, it's gonna have to go over your head either way. Oh. Let me zoom into the hotel sign. So, that's the hotel name where there's a boy in the way. That's where we're saying the Marriott Hotel. Why?
Because they're gonna come and kidnap you.
But then we won't be there long. But we're not gonna be there long. I'm just saying that's a really highly recommended hotel.
What, honey?
I was just recommending people to stay at that
A long
hotel.
time ago.
I was just recommending people to stay at that hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, at least I'm not telling you my address. I'm not.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. We're just waiting for the person to get on the wheel. Please. I want to sit next to a window and record on my own.
Do you remember doing this to her? You do?
Why can't I sit next to the window then?
Because I need to sit next to a window. Otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
You can vomit on me.
No, that's gross.
And next to a window. I'm a milk dad. Okay.
No, the guy said that easy to get it clean for him. What if we come back in the first car? What if we do? We'll take the subway.
It'd be like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The road Caliban minute.
Generate a beefy computer.
Not right now, right?
No,
Nothing. Welcome to Boston, everybody. Let's keep. The city that gave birth to a country called America. Born right here in Boston, you know. Look at this guy
And
right
the
here.
tour starts.
Lots of people walking around. See. So you're from Florida. Does that mean are you like a Cardinals fan?
No. Are you
No. No. So where are you guys from? Hopkinton. Start of the Boston Marathon. We're going to go over the finish line in a minute over here. Where are you from?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Everybody say moo. It's called Cow Hampshire around here. Florida's Cow Hampshire.
Cal Hampshire.
See this guy right here? My teammate, his name is Jim. You know what Jim's job is? To take a 1942 military assault vehicle that was built in 1943. With all you people on board, 33, I guess, Larry Bird's number. And we're going to do a scene that was built in 1630, and we're just not alive. Let's give him a big round of applause.
All right.
Everybody, please stay seated in the proper position while this entire tour today. Everybody say, check. I want to see fingers, heads, kids, cameras, toes, whatever goes outside the duck, keep it inside the duck. If you say double check. If you got a cell phone, you can do anything on that cell phone except for one thing. Do not talk until we get about 38,000 feet. Is that all right? 38, 39,000, depending on the jet stream. Are you from New Hampshire too? How come you're out at Hampton Beach today? With all the other people that are stuck in traffic there on Route 1.
Right.
Where are you guys from? New Hampshire? How about you? New Hampshire, the whole block of New Hampshire?
Yeah, we got a big tribe.
Big tribe? Big tribe? Where are you from?
Florida.
Florida. You the Florida people? Go take me Florida and New Hampshire. Yeah. Anyway, my name is Old Donald. Yeah, you find that funny? So what's your name? This is a big city here. It's not like Florida. This My name is Old Quack Donald, and I come from the state of Maine, just north of here, where everybody says "Hiya," everybody say "Hiya." And you know, Maine and Massachusetts, we used to be one state up until 1820, but then we split up. We do something called the Missouri Compromise. Well, I'm not going to get into it, but you used to learn about that in there, right? And my family, you know, I don't know, my family's been up there growing potatoes for 213 years. That's what we got with potato farmers, made russet potatoes. You celebrate Thanksgiving, 38 out of 50 states have made potatoes on the table that day, right? But my family's been up there growing potatoes for 213 years. I'm actually the only one to ever leave the farm. Because very recently, upon my 64th birthday, my mother walked up to me in the living room and she asked me if I wouldn't mind moving out of the house because my father wants them alone. I kind of went numb, as we say in Texas. I manned up, I cowboyed up, I packed up my Ford pickup truck in the middle of the night and I moved home. Then, of course, the reality hit me that I'm a small town kid from northern Maine, a real country woman, a real rude. Never been this a day in my life. I must be from any city in New Hampshire for crying out loud. Having these skills, I was at planting potatoes, and I got to find a job in this other wretched economy at my age. And they asked me, sir, who's going to take a chance to hire a guy like you with no skills?
We all can hear him, okay.
With no mentor.
The duck tour.
The duck to us. Boston, thank you very much, Boston. Duck to us. Just went to hire anybody. So if you're looking for jobs, sir, we're going to have you doing the 5 p.m. tours, you know. We'll pay for your moving expenses and everything. A lot of us on the duck, we have a connection to a rapidly fading generation of American men and women. We call them the greatest generation, right? These are the men and women who fought in World War II. People like my own father, who was a U.S. Air Force pilot over in Europe during the war. You know, these people, they sacrificed everything and didn't talk about anything. But you know something? Every single opportunity that all of us in the duck have ever had in our lives comes from that generation. Try not to forget that, right? And because pretty soon they're going to be gone, right? And they were the ones that gave us the leg up, right? Yeah. So if you connect to those people in any way, shape, or form, you're now connected to these ducks because they were everywhere during World War II. So I will tell you about them a little bit later. For the rest of the city, they don't care about that. They just call us ducks. They tend to quack at us. So we have no other choice but to quack back at them. So when I say 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, everybody quack twice. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato.
Quack, quack.
Unacceptable. This guy here with the red hair from New Hampshire. Let's ramp it up for the big two, huh? 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato.
Quack, quack.
All right. Now, America was born right here in the city of Boston. This is where the American Revolution was first conceived, first planned, first fought. This was in 1775. A gentleman by the name of General George Washington first defeats the British, sends them back into New York and New Jersey. And on that day, America was born right here in the city. So that'll come up throughout the tour. The other thing you need to know right off the bat is that we don't really care much for the Pilgrims around here. They showed up on a boat called the Mayflower in 1625. They went south to hit a Plymouth. They're like Cape Cod, Cranberry Juice Beach people that stuck in really bad traffic right now, getting to the Cape over the Sagamore Bridge. We don't care about those people. We care about the people that showed up 5 years later, 150 Puritans from Boston, England. And both groups had a ton of guts. The boats that they got onto were Hudson Junk. They crossed the North Atlantic, which didn't contain the Titanic. And somehow they hit what they call the New World. Basically everything from Virginia to Maine to create a brand new country. So they deserve a lot of credit. But our Puritans who settled this area, they felt that the Pilgrims who showed up 5 years earlier, at the time, they didn't show up with enough funding, enough money, they didn't come up with enough of a plan to create a country. So ours did something called a city on a hill plan. By the time this was over, you know what that means too, right? City on a hill plan. Now the other thing you need to know is that Boston and Cambridge were actually two of the most ancient cities on the face of the earth because in 1630, 1625, this was the Charles River right now. Pulling on the river harbor ever since. We sit up more land from than anyone city in the country, right? We were a 1.5 square mile peninsula called Charlotte, stood up to the Boston and the Charles River. That was going to make a country. And we've been filling in. That's what we're doing, right? This is done. And we sit up more land than anyone city in the country. And that's probably why MIT became the first college of architecture in the country, because this is where all the action was going on, right? How we built a region, a whole huge region out of all this water, you know. But the first real thing I want to talk about that you're going to see is halfway down the middle of the block there. I want everybody to look over the side of the duck. Across the finish line to the most prestigious marathon in the world, Boston Marathon. And I know the marathon made the news a few years ago, but it has nothing to do with anything, right? The Boston Marathon has always been, always will be, the most prestigious marathon in the world. It's the oldest marathon in the world. It was the first marathon in the world they had to qualify to run. But the big deal about the Boston Marathon, makes it special, it's the only marathon in the world that geographically resembles the original marathon route from Athens to San Everybody look down about the Boston Marathon. Keep it up for the Boston Marathon. Hey. Yeah, in the 1800s, Boston sent the team of civil engineers over to Greece. And they actually mapped out the original route from Athens to Marathon, and they just transposed it on civil geography, you know. And the world of marathon running, the three big ones are New York City, Boston, and London. But Boston will always be the most prestigious simply because it's originally from Marathon. Where these guys live in Hopkinton, Mass. That's where the you guys. That's where the marathon starts, right? That's also where the Charles River starts too. You know that? Starts with a little babbling bubble fountain out of Hopkins and ends up in where we're going to splash on the water a little later on. Everybody doing good?
Yeah.
Is that Brad Pitt doing good back there?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, it's always sunny in the back of the duck back there. Listen, this landfill thing really has affected everything, but mostly architecture. A perfect example, if you want to check it out later, go inside the Trinity Episcopal Church here on the right. The American Institute of Architects calls this church one of the top 10 architectural churches in all of America. And it was designed by one of the 3 greatest architects Americans ever produced, a man by the name of Henry Hobson Richardson. And when they built this church back in 1877, because it sits on all landfill and because there was no such thing as concrete foundations way back then, that had to invent a brand new technique to carry that church. So that's why for support, the Trinity Church sits on 4,502 spruce tree trunks. As long as those tree trunks remain below water level, that church is going absolutely nowhere. That's why architects refer to it as the floating church. And the very first rector of that church, a man by the name of Reverend Philip Brooks, that's his statue right over there, he is the man who wrote the lyrics in the Christmas carol, O Little Town of Bethlehem. If you say hallelujah, he's going to say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Say amen. Amen. Yep. We wrote that. We also wrote Jingle Bells. Another big hit.
Yeah?
Anyway, what do you think of my outfit overall?
It's hot.
Overall? Yeah. Overall? Because I just want to let you know that I'm a sensible boy. I never pay retail. You pay retail?
No, never.
Never pay retail. If you want to be a sensible girl, never pay retail. So if you want to do farm fashion on a budget, you shop at Marshalls right on the corner.
Marshalls.
At Marshalls. So you guys in Florida, you say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag every day? Yeah, every day. Do you guys in New Hampshire say it every day? Yeah. Yeah, because you know, like I just had kids from New York City from Flushing. They say it once a month, right? It's different all over the country, right? But the reason why I asked you this question is right around the bend here. You're going to see an American flag right down the street, tall building. It's called the Pledge of Allegiance building. Because in that building, a man named Francis Bellamy worked when he wrote the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag. Everybody say, take that, Philadelphia. Nothing personal, but you guys are about to learn, right? The revolution begins right here in Boston.
Right here.
We're the ones taking all the government, the British government, right? We write the Pledge of Allegiance to the flags, the anthem of America, my country, some stuff you don't even know about yet. The guys from Philadelphia, they want half the credit, and all they ever do is the pay for it. Isn't that crazy? What? So I don't want to talk about Philadelphia. I'd like to mention this guy named Donovan McNabb. Anybody remember him?
Donovan McNabb,
The former quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles football team. Remember his mother would make him eat all his Campbell's Chunkies and Donovan McNabb?
Yeah.
You have an idea why? Because anytime he ever got near a bowl, he choked. That's why. I had to come up with something after they beat us in the Super Bowl. Who's married? Anybody married? So they play the wedding march here. Wedding. Here comes the bride. You can blame the Swambos that are coming up on the left. And by the way, when you're about 45 years old and you start dating for the very first time, right? You're gonna want to go on a cheap date. If you're in Boston, it's a Swambo, right? It's like $4 a person. But no dating for you till you're 45, right? I just talked to your father. That's just the deal. The way it's gonna go. But anyway, the reason why I ask you this, right? We're gonna go by the Swambos here in the Boston Public Garden, which you should walk around later. I'll tell you more about it too. But the Swambos have been a fixture in Boston ever since 1877. It's still run by the same family, the Paget family. Mr. and Mrs. Paget went to an opera in the 1800s called Lohengrin by the German composer Richard Wagner. In that opera, the bride and the groom, hang on one second, find out where this guy's going. There you go, coming this way. The bride and the groom floated up with a marital bliss on a boat that looks like a swan. So they had the idea for the business. They built the boats, they've been ever since. But you know what song was introduced that opera? The Wedding March, Take Up the Bible. That's why so many people get married over here. And sometimes we get stuck in the lights in the middle of the wedding, and right in the middle of the wedding, we whack our brains out. By the way, Bruce Springsteen's kid, his name is Evan Springsteen. He actually graduated from Boston College last year. And Bruce is a really incredible, he's a very knowledgeable when it comes to history. Anyway, sometimes when he was on the road, he would visit his kid, and he would stay at the Four Seasons Hotel over there. We'd be given a tour. You guys sitting on a bench over here with an acoustic guitar, and there'd be a crowd on. It was Bruce Springsteen, anybody that showed up a free concert. It's kind of cool, you know. There's also something over here called the Goodwill Hunting Bench. You ever saw it's marked if you find yourself there later. If you ever saw that movie Goodwill Hunting, that was the first time you saw Robin Williams and Matt Damon together on a bench in the public garden was that bench over there. So it's marked as a little landmark, you know. So anyway, we're gonna turn up to Charles Street right here, right? And Charles Street is like 90% of Boston streets. Anytime you're on the street in Boston, it looks like a bowling alley or potato plant man. That's your clue that used to be either the Charles River or the Boston Harbor built into landfill. It says Charles Street over there. That means this used to be the Charles River. That's where we're headed right now. Make the turn. If you look over to the right at the Boston Common, you will see that the land begins to slope uphill. Anytime you're on a hill in the city, that's going to tell you that you're on an original 1630 Charlotte Peninsula, referred to as you sitting on a hill. Now, anytime you're on the peninsula, looking right over here on your right, you need to keep one other thing in mind, and that is that in the middle of the night, on the 18th of April, 1775, British Marines, we call them Redcoats, have been gathering here all night. They get into boats right here on the Charles River, like right here. They get rowed across the East Cambridge, that's where we're going to go into the water. They begin their march to Lexington and Concord. Within 24 hours, you know what the great writer Emerson once called the shots first heard around the world. The opening battle of the American Revolution at Lexington and Concord was launched at the Boston Common right here, which is the oldest public park in the United States of America. And we say, huh? Hey, take that photo over there. By the way, anybody from the UK on board the duck? Sometimes they, you from the UK? Feel free to yell out rubbish. Freedom of speech everywhere. What part of the UK are you from? Where? North of London. You hear the term GI Bride? Oh, that's what my mama was. I'll tell you about that story later, right? This is Beacon Hill. Try to walk around here later. Beacon Hill is one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in a place we call Planet Earth. A couple of weeks ago, right, the Boston Sunday Globe real estate section was listing property values. And median price home on Beacon Hill is now worth $10 million.
On this side.
Nothing I remember was like $3 million.
Got 'em.
Anyway, this used to be vacant land, cows grazed and whatnot.
I tricked you.
And John Hancock. But after he died, this became the first planned residential neighborhood we built in all America. Basically the first real estate deal, you know. So if you walk around, and I hope that you do. These gas lanterns are well over 200 years old. American, British, Greek architecture, beautiful gardens, first publishing house in America built here. That's why this neighborhood produced so many classic authors. Like when I'm a baby boomer, I had to read when I was a kid Paul Revere's Ride by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. A Mainer, by the way. Longfellow lives over here to the left of this bay window with Emerson, Thoreau, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Louisa May Alcott, Herman Melville, Sylvia Plath. Maybe you read the Bell Jar in high school. All those great writers, they came right here, right? They came from this neighborhood right there. In fact, Longfellow gets married right over here, right? And his wife Fanny Appleton, she gives birth, and she becomes the first woman in history to ever give birth while under the influence of ether. That was the beginning of anesthesia on her wife over there. But then, you know what he gets for a wedding present? He gets a house in Cambridge that George Washington lived in when he controlled the Continental Army at the beginning of the Revolution. But anyway, try to walk around if you can, you know. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry lives there, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to mention to people what street you didn't get to his house. I'd like to help you out on a porch, I just can't do it, you know. I just can't do it, sir.
Right, understood.
Yeah, we're not supposed to clap at people because we're so fancy. You know what I mean? Anyway, here's the thing, right? John Hancock owned all this land, right? And he used to live at the top of the hill right here. He was the only resident here. First guy to sign the Declaration of Independence, among other things. He died, his family, and you know, he was the first guy to reach into his pocket and fund the revolution. And, first governor of safety. His signature is the largest one on the Declaration of Independence. That's his natural signature. And the reason why his fellow rebels wanted him to sign it first, and right in the middle, is they said that they wanted the King of England to be able to see his name without the aid of spectacles. That's what they said. Right? They were like really giving it to the British, you know. But anyway, so he lived at the top of the hill right here, and then he dies. And his family gives us this land so that we could build our state house. So our new governor would have a place to work, and it's open to the public if you want to go inside later, which you should do. So on July 4th, 1795, Sam Adams, we'll talk about him later, he's basically the creator of the American Revolution, and Paul Revere, the silversmith, we'll talk about him later too. They laid the cornerstone for our state house. America's first architect, a guy by the name of Charles Bulfinch, he designs the main building. And way up on top, the dome you're about to see, that was copper sheathed by Paul Revere, later on gilded with 13 pounds of 23 karat count. Our state house, we just open to the public. You gotta go inside. One of the three oldest functions in that country. You guys know who Frederick Douglass was? Known as abolitionist. I was reading an article last night. This Frederick Douglass was a way better beer than he is, right? Up in the balcony.
out.
You can't even see.
It's not out the window.
That's 20,000 people here. This is yeah. So let's take the tour here. Let's go through the book commission. Check out the statue of Mary Dyer over there. Doesn't say she's a quacker like we don't when they say she's a Quaker. Now, this is a good story and a bad story, right? So the Puritans come here, and from Boston, and they're way stricter than the Protestants that showed up as pilgrims, you know? So if you haven't heard, so you know what the Puritans did? Same thing with the witch thing the other way. They took out the Boston Common and they hanged it. Right? So when they sat down to write the religious freedom section of the First Amendment, that was the model that they used. Remember saying, you go girl.
Go girl, go
I just
girl.
have to you go girl. Part of this was our boss was the first season had to get rid of the Queen of England, you know. Oh, okay, even though we had to the royal wave, you know. Now that she's gone, America's new queen is a woman named Oprah. Well, this is America. First one, casual.
What's up?
Like, do I look a little like Denzel Washington? Yeah. Look at Denzel. You know, you ever seen the movie Glory with Denzel? The one in Oscar? It was all about the 54th Regiment, the first all-black volunteer regiment to fight for the North in the Civil War. You know where those guys came from? This neighborhood right here called the Northern Slope of Beacon Hill. During the Civil War, this neighborhood was home to the second largest free black population center in Philadelphia. And this was the last major stopping ground of the Underground Railroad. They escaped slaves from making up the Canada hidden there, you know. So under the Fugitive Slave Act, right, which is legal, bounty hunters are down south trying to come get their property back. And these people said it's never going to happen. So everybody here at front door had a keg of dynamite and 3 sticks of dynamite ready to go, right? So in the meantime, there's a woman, we just went by a church called St. John the Evangelist. There was a minister there from Maine who was white. His name was Lyman Beecher. He had a name Harriet, right? Now, Harriet is like talking to runaway slaves every single day. She's getting a real rundown of slavery. She calls it human depravity, and she writes a book. The name of the book was called Uncle Tom's Cabin. And the only book that sold more than Uncle Tom's Cabin, the 1800s, was the Bible. And that was the book that Abraham Lincoln said started the Civil War. And it all took place out of that neighborhood right there, right? The Northern Slope of Beacon Hill. There's this great national park trail that runs through there. It's free. Some guys call the Black Heritage Trail. It's not somewhere in front of the State House, in front of the statue. Around the cool shore that we forgot that Matthew brought into in the movie. And that's the interesting history. Definitely check it out. It's pretty very interesting. You know? See this place right here? Mass Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Infirmary. That's home of the Rock Doc. The Rock Doc is the guy that fixes the voices of all the celebrities, like Adele and Julie Andrews and all the people.
Maybe you can fix mine.
Maybe he can fix yours. He can fix yours like that. Boom. Just $20 copay. $20 copay. Hey, by the way, we just went by the Verizon building too, which has nothing to see that except the fact that a plaque on the wall. And you're going to visit this lab later. It says that in 1875, a guy by the name of Alexander Graham Bell had his workshop over there. While he was working on a hearing aid to aid his fiancee, who expected to go deaf, he accidentally stumbled across the mechanism, but when he put it together, it became the telephone. And the first phone call that was made, it came from right around the corner here, across the child's where we were going, it came to Massachusetts. If you say, hello, hello, hello. You guys have the telephone in New Hampshire yet? You do? Hello. Well, you speak with a British accent, isn't it odd?
That's really good.
Hello. What? Elsa? You know, the girl that broke my heart in 11th grade had your name. Hey, I think we have a breaking news. I think we just selected a new pope. How do I know this? Look, white smoke. New pope in where are you from originally? India. No, I'm out there. What part of India? High technique. You know where these plants come from? They're not a place in Delhi. I was over in India 7 weeks ago. I'll tell you about my trip to India later. You guys are fun. You're Gaines and down there. We got one right here. It's a maximum security one. It's called up the Suffolk County Jail. Right there. Maximum security gated community.
I know.
You don't want to spend them. Listen, that architect designed the building. And he said, nobody wants a jail on it, which he did. A maximum security jail. So he's going to build a building that hides in plain sight. By the way, there's a famous athlete that used to play football in Florida. He used to play for the New England Patriots. His initials were AH. That was the second to the last jail, that's what he was, right? Oh. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, Alex
right?
Rodriguez.
Exactly. No,
Or
not Alex Rodriguez. He's another criminal. Like
yeah, exactly. Her name.
The reason why I'm mentioning sports, kind of, is because Boston's kind of a lucky city, right? Over the last 15 years, all of our teams have won major championships, at least once, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times, you know. And we get to do all the victory parade. Right? And we're so blessed, right? We're so spoiled. We get it down to a science. If we completely freeze on 2 seconds, we spend 45 minutes on the water, an hour and a half on the land. Then we drop the players off at City Hall Plaza. Then we go home, sit on our lazy boy recliners, knowing that by next year we'll be doing another parade, you know? That's how spoiled we are. Well, the only different type of parade was 2 years ago when we beat Atlanta Falcons, you know? Jim had Tom Brady on the duck, right? On that parade. But what happened was overnight, this weird ice storm developed, you know? The whole city of Boston was covered in that much ice. So they were going to cancel the parade, but the state police said that people had come from all over New England. They were going to try to pull off the parade. But no water. They said a 20-minute straight line down Boylston Street, and all 18 ducks that went out would have a city sander in front of it, right? It was going to be very delicate, but we were going to be able to pull it off. Well, they had never done it. The state police never planned a parade. So parade started at noon time, by 10 past 12, it comes to a halt because the state police didn't realize that these ducks would not fit underneath the first underpass of the trail. Right? Well, he studied physics, this guy, right? So he starts talking to Tom Brady. He gives Tom Brady an idea. Tom Brady jumps over the side of the duck, goes onto all 18 ducks, and deflates just a tiny bit of air from all the tires underneath the bridge on the parade run because of Jim over there. Let's give Jim a big round of applause. He just had a tiny bit of air. Remember you said a tiny bit of air, something like that, right? And Tom Brady said, what a great idea. So he's the one that gave it. Yes, sir.
I'm recording this.
What?
No, don't do
I'm
that.
recording this.
What did you say?
Seriously, live stream.
Oh, you're live streaming? Uh-oh. Don't let Giselle see that. We're going to go by their neighborhood later. You know, EF Education is from Sweden over here. This is an international business school. Their motto is breaking down cultural barriers to education. You know what they use to illustrate that? Piece of the Berlin Wall right there. That's the genuine piece of the Berlin Wall. That's facing West Berlin.
Yeah.
Now facing west, that's original West Berlin graffiti. Anybody been in the military? The army? Checkpoint general?
My dad was,
Your dad was? Thank you, Dad. For
but
serving.
he's dead.
What are you putting? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Give me, no.
I don't like that.
You don't? All right, then I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it if you don't like it. How's
Okay.
the gallery do this? All right, we're going to go in the water now. I want to talk to you guys very briefly about safety equipment on board for everybody's benefit. So as Vincent Van Gogh, famous artiste, said, please lend me an ear. I mean, listen up. So way in the back corner of the deck, you people, if you look behind that light, turn and look down, you'll see the top of a light ring that looks just like the one above my head. That seat that you're sitting on, that back seat cushion that flips up, there's a fire extinguisher on the floor right behind your feet. If you look up above you at every location, there's every kind of life jacket will need. Up front, fire extinguisher, first aid kit. We got a Marine Band radio there so we can contact the Coast Guard if we need to run on the water. And in the unlikely event of a waterborne emergency, the only thing you need to do is just stay calm, listen to us for direction, because I'm a licensed United States Coast Guard captain. Jim is a licensed deckhand. As long as you listen to us, we guarantee that no out of those 5 famous words upon this duck on what those words are. Beloved, 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 beloved. I gotta tell you about that skateboard thing. Still about a couple of years ago. So here's what's gonna happen. Our wheels aren't gonna go up, right? They just stay where they are. But young man in the center seat back there, in a moment, you're gonna feel this wonderful vibration under your butt. It's gonna color roaring to life. And I'm telling you, you're gonna love that feeling. But the wheels don't go anywhere. And that concludes the waterboard for my boat. Yeah. Who you guys from back there? The woman in the pink? Who you guys from? Way in the back. No, you. Listen, who you guys from? I know they're from New Hampshire. Where? Colombia. Hola. Quack, quack. Let me say quack, quack. I can quack in 27 different languages. Can I miss anybody's language? Well, I speak quacking. Just the way it is. You speak an additional language?
Me?
Yeah.
Spanish.
Nothing changed. Quack, quack. Here's Red Sox Nation for you Red Sox fans over there. Oh, that's good.
Right now we're on the water, and then first we were on
I
land.
got a better story, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you how behind we are on there. You know that skateboard park? It's a really big deal. This is the way business should get done, you know? On Parker Square, around the finish line, where we go by, we come to the statue, the tortoise over here. Those are symbols of the Boston Marathon, you know? 20 years ago, when everybody started skateboarding around here, the kids skateboarding in Parker Square, and they were skateboarding all over the statues. That's what they did, right? That's what kids do. So the kids would always get kicked off, right? So one day, the woman from Maine, who's a sculptor of that, her name is Nancy Jones, she shows up, but she's not aware of any of the controversy. She just sees kids skateboarding all over her skateboard. So her first reaction is not to throw the kids off. Her first reaction is to go talk to the kids. And they're still friends to this day. Turns out that the kids, you know, they're saying everybody wants to skateboard. So she said, I'll make a deal with it. You promise to tell your friends not to use my statue to skateboard over. I'll tell my friends that you're going to build you a skateboard park. That to me what happened. And that opened up a couple of years ago as the second largest free skateboard park in the country, all privately funded. You know what I mean? That place was getting jobs done around here, right? Remember that?
This is cool.
My friend,
It's like to land in the water.
And that's why it's called a duck boat. Because ducks can go on land and in the water.
Oh.
You tell your kids that the see it from there? Yeah. You know what?
kids on this deck right here.
You know what happened? You know what happened right there? The fire was on and left it there. The fire was on and knocked it with a bear over there. So now they don't know if it's going to tear it down because neighbors are going to hold it, Boston, and got enough amount of money to do it. And so they're fighting it over right now. They're hoping it can just fall out. It's kind of like the science baseball we had 50 years ago. The paint factory. Remember the paint factory and everything? They took all their solvents, unsold paint, stuff to the one of their products. The textile companies that went into the same thing, the tool and die makers, the meat packing companies. 27 cities and towns did it, along with their raw food. And 30 years ago, what you had was a very simple, something had to be done. And a group of regular people got together. No government formed, right? Now they call the Charles River Water Conservation. And they want to see if they can clean up a river. And they had no idea what they did, but people started to change their behavior. And about 15 years ago, vegetation started to show up. Fish showed up. And birds that feed up the fish showed up. And now last week, the Environment Protection Agency showed up. Nothing is not to be the cleanest river in a lot of everything. Yep. By the way, he had to blow the horn. We're going to blind here, you know. We have to follow our rules on the road on the water. All the rules we got to follow are written on that piece. Those are the maritime rules of the road. Hey, a young lady. Kelsey. Sit up there. Yeah. The girl is stuck on a time bomb. What are you going to do with your life when you get older? This guy's been on the YouTube. You know this guy? He's a YouTuber. His boss is a YouTuber. You know, kind of people that we get on a duck boat, you know? I was talking about how MIT invented the computer. And I had a family on one minute, they live in Lexington, Mass. And the mom had a French accent. He had an American one. And the kids were on the duck. He noticed it was me, like your age. My daddy runs the world like that. I mean, I'm saying to my daddy. That's what it does. Daddy was the guy with the French accent. He invented the world like that. It was you know, the world like that. The business model is the business out there like makes a profit. And his company right over there, WW3C, the World Wildlife Consortium, it's the only company in the world that makes all the rules and all the regulations that keeps the world moving. If anybody has an iPhone, what you do, you get that Apple News email, open it up from yesterday, a whole article on each not very happy, you're going to follow this on, because you can come up with a radical plan to make it more reliable, more fake news and all that crap. So it's just like yesterday, an iPhone Apple. So I'm a regular guy, my duck, thank you. Good to see you. Hold on a second. Have to make it official. Thank you. God save you, please. Get this dude up there. By the way, is anybody in the medical field that's not good? I went to Harvard Medical School. That's what they even duck for. And they say duck for all the schools. And the Harvard Medical School teaching us right over here. It's called a Massachusetts Dental School. This game is number one. Pretty sure it's nothing smart enough. But in the world of Western medicine, you know, there's 400 determined Western medicine now. That's the oldest one. That's the longest of them all, right? And they have a museum over here. It's worth checking out. It's free. It's called the Russell Museum of Medical Technology and Innovation. Everybody loves it. It's like a Yelp, right? Example, you guys, I want to be over there, right? If you start going to an X-ray, they can invent the X-ray. That was the Germans. They invented the machines that can really work with an X-ray, right? They built an operating room over there called the Ethanome. First operating room in the world. And that Ethanome is where they created the brain of science, the agencies, and all that. And there was no New York Yankees really in it, right? Well, let me tell you a story, right? Let me tell you a story, quite frankly. In 1968, at Nashville, they did the first arm trip and everything. And then no one found out that the guy that got the arm was the New York Yankees fan. And people around here were very upset about that. Protesting, right? For weeks. Like, he wanted to get his own arm back, but man, still told people do no harm. So that's the guy keep an arm, right? Anyway, you know how they were able to find out that the operation was a true success? Because 9 months that Yankees fan returned to Yankee Stadium will be able to successfully extend this middle finger to St. Paul his own arm, right? They knew it was a success, right? That's what we did for Yankees. That's what we did for you. What's your name, Yankees? Kellen? If you say hello, Kellen.
Hi.
A theme with the letter K. Kellen is no thank you. Come up here, young lady. Wanna come up here? Let me tell you how to tell the weather around here, right? You look at the John Hancock Tower, excuse me. Look at the John Hancock Tower, that big glass out of the ceiling there.
She looks like Lexi, but my sister Lexi, but younger.
That's the ridge up on top. One of the big ridge. So the light's gonna come off there. It's on. The weather's gonna be for up in 3 hours. So hopefully later on, you'll see a steady blue light. Steady blue means clear view. That is what it's gonna be perfect. Steady blue, clear view. Flashing blue, clouds of blue. Steady red, rain ahead. Flashing red, snow instead. Get that? The only exception is if you see a flashing red light this time of year, it's not gonna snow, because the Red Sox game is gonna cancel the down there. That's it. What's your name? Say? Let me say hello, say.
Hi.
Happy birthday, Sid.
Happy birthday, Say. Whoa! How old are you? Whoa, whoa! Let me say, whoa! Whoa! Big deal if I do that out there. I thought that's what we were over there, right? Sitting on the hill. That's always off. Just remember when John Smith exploded, a thunderous guy, it was 2.5 miles wide as wide as life. And still it's about 2,000 feet wide, right? That's the back bay was down on the can't be off a flat, don't smack the as far as I can see, and there's nothing in. And that's just some of them. Some of the land that I've created here. So they're going to call you back later for special presentation. Oh yeah, this is a good day. No, you don't hate it. You want to go there? What do you get good? How about you? You want to go there? How about you? You want to go there? Come on up there, you guys got to meet with them. I don't know what you're going to do. What's your name?
Justin.
Justin. Let me say you, Justin. Justin is taking us underneath the Longfellow Bridge. Named after the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. By the way, you know why we have people on the continent? Because it goes down, you know, we have distracted boaters now. People texting or kayaking, motor vessels, sailing. So we gotta really be careful with all that stuff, right? Yeah, like this, I think this one is sexy, though. It's not up on it. It's everything like classic, you know, there you go. Here you go. Hey, by the way, any single woman out there that make you problem? Any single woman? They say if you're a single woman and you work on MIT over here, which is everything that way, they say the odds are good, but the goods are odds. They say the odds are good, but the goods are odds. Now, you know, MIT, especially if you get kids, it's what I like to call rarefied air. You know, like in England, they have a bunch of people on the one, right? You have Cambridge University, right? That's rarefied air. There's Caltech in California, that's rarefied air. There's MIT. The difference between MIT, you know, it's just schools. So MIT, it's not just a pure research, it's training, you know. And like they invented the analog computer over there, they integrated chip, you know, they get the cell phone going, the microwave oven, something like that, you know. But here's the thing, right? They just did a study on the effect of the world economy by the current group of MIT alumni, right? Like everything they've invented, like this current group, what it means to the international economy, if you add up the gross sales, everything that's on top right now, you bet to my kids over here, you have like 9 buys in the market, it's like over $3 trillion. You know what I mean? Yeah, MIT, well that's where they give a genome running, like milestones, like that. That's my father, the computer, got his doctorate at Washington University, you know that. Way within the corner, that big square sign with the right arm in it, that is the home of the first place Boston Red Sox. Fenway Park is the oldest professional sports stadium in the country. It's a real cathedral society. Red Sox are out of town, which means you have to control around town. Absolutely. It can be fun and expensive, right? Bring it all. We see the baseball game. We see the baseball game. Well, you know, right? What were you doing up there from Florida? Huh? I came up from Baseball game?
No, we're visiting some friends.
Where do they live?
Milton.
Milton. Look at that person. Check to see my Lakeland gentleman.
Harold.
Thank
Harold.
you, You've never seen him. Give this guy a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Come up there, young lady. You want to come here? What's this back there? Come up here.
Milton.
How do we see it, right? This name
That's where he
Where's Walter, right? See Jimmy Gordon over there? See Jimmy Gordon over there? You can Jimmy, I mean, what is that? Jimmy Gordon, they shoot the sale, just open up the way of walk here. See all those room numbers kind of country? That's how it works. You would get Boston, 10 to 18 years old, that would be you, right? You come down here to their school or so, say, I want to learn how to sail. But they're not a sail. They say, okay, you give us a call. Not one hour long. And we'll teach the kids anything the level they can want. Sailing association, all the they're comfortable. They can then take out any one of 100 sailboats they have over there up to 22 feet. That's a long time along the river. That's such a guys that you want. Kind of kayaking on the street. So, I don't think you take the pictures on it. What kind of live
Milton.
I'll go get the picture.
No, we're on the East Coast.
So, what town are you next to?
Rochester, Dover.
Oh, Rochester, yeah. It's falling in Germany.
Yeah.
That's why I used to get speeding tickets.
That's where everybody gets speed tickets.
What's your name, man? Miles? Maybe say hello, Miles. What's up, Miles? Hampshire? Hampshire, thank you. Come see. Come on, come on. Way in the back. Come here, young man. Come on down. Can you put this back there? By the way, Nabi, everything. Not my thing, Nabi. Everything. Now, let me show you. There's a couple right here. One thing. Hey, Bill, look. No mean. What does that mean? Not mean. Forget it. What happened to forget? It's not bad. I think you're being right. It's not forget it. What's that company? You know what they do? They build themselves a biotech stem cell optic center. You know that you can send it to real robot something? They put an eyeball to the stem cell. They put it in it. So, they're hoping that for 20 years, see if that's blind as we can learn. Like, concerning it. Eyeball to the brain executive. And, you know, that's all part of what science is about. I don't stop. It's all MIT biotech startup. About 30 years ago, there was a company, a group of students at MIT at Harvard. They said they wanted to see if they could put these computers together. And when that started to identify information in the body, this becomes a human gene body. They build them up, right? They identify every gene in the body. Now, from those genes, they proteins, all those proteins, pretty much going to that. They stick them up. It's worse than that. And a bag fills up with how full of it. His bone marrow is stem cells. And by 3 o'clock, right, the bag's full. A woman in black suit, now it's like plastic. She knocks it to the equal brewery. It's about every. Just over there, boy. That's the way you make it. The kids no one knows what she did, right? Yeah, Philadelphia Children's Hospital inspectors. They did. The kids from Indiana take a jet. I have pictures of his mother. I've been assisting getting her to school bus in Indiana last September. The last time we came up to school was 4 years ago. That's what he's coming from. That's the big stuff for me. It's magical information. Thank you, Jim. By the way, this is a line of time. I was on a 5-inch. I could pick my nose. Anyway, when I get so I'm in the riding side, right? Todd doesn't. That's a 5-inch cable from our Todd doesn't. As long as it has a 5 So, why would anyone get married and decide, why would you ever do that? Then I realized, that's the way these are animals. Here's what's going to happen, right? The savior system, come here. Give us an active that is saved, but as we do that, we're stickers all over. Oh, yeah. Right, 1 to 3, happy birthday. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Quack, quack, quack. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you.
Does anybody speak the language in addition to English?
I speak English.
You speak English in addition to English? That's pretty good. If anybody can sing happy birthday in another language, now's the time to do it. Right? What did they say, by the way? So listen, I went to Jamestown, Canada, right? Coast Guard Canada, right? I looked the fuck off the lost the map. I was always secret. And I spent my whole damn life in the water. They say, you spend your life on the straight to birthday in the water. You get the difference. Probably on video games or something like that, right? Good. They say, you get the first thing? 1 year, perfect health. That's all I was here about to do. Good job. Keep that one. You want to get public, man. What do these guys do? Alright, you always been doing it. Thank you. By the way, that's one of our former cabinet folks. They call us Seatbelt. Hey, Steve. You surveyed all those men. Anybody on the duck been in the military or in the military? Because if you have that, man, I would have to sign. We'll have to talk to these ducks later. That's what about forms down. Now with the CTO. That's like a problem. Yeah, you don't CTO. Yeah, but gas in this. I don't know. You would not believe what people folks don't know about this, right? But it happens. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go back on the van.
Excuse me.
What? What?
I don't.
Don't tell a joke.
Head back home.
Just listen.
You need to go back home. You get the bathroom. You just get a walk. That's me. Yes, sir.
Where do they study ductillery?
What?
Where do they study ductillery?
Where do they?
Ductillery. Where do they study
Ductillery. Well, the war calls in Rhode Island. They study everything to do with that stuff like that. Ductillery. I like it. That's a pretty clever little, what are you going to do with your life when you get older?
Huh?
What are you gonna do when you grow up?
I want to be an engineer.
You do.
By the way, all kidding aside, right? I consider MIT really holy grail stuff. They got kids walking around there. They got all kinds of programs for kids.
Here, download this.
These are you know, these guys are working. Black and white. One potato, two potatoes, three potatoes.
Quack, quack, quack,
See this guy? Old as brick.
Quack, quack, quack.
Thank you, Faith. Back to now, speaking about great
Hi, you
celebration,
could have just
can I drop you guys off a little later today? I'm going to my first date in 31 years.
Wow.
I met him online.
Hey.
Is Tinder reliable?
Yeah.
So I swipe left on that potato farm McDonald's. It's amazing social media thing.
Lots of mirrors.
So I'm going out with it. Right? And I asked my boss if I could take the duck, and he said, he laughed at me, right? And I figured she's from Maine, so every guy that goes out with a picture going to beat up Ford pickup truck. I'm not going to do that. I want to do better than that. Remember your first date? You do something special, right? Well, my friend, went me a Caterpillar over there.
Oh, okay.
And you know what I'm going to pick up in my Caterpillar? I'm trying to attract them.
You want a second date?
I don't know. We'll see. Well, actually, she sent me a. Oh, do I want a second
You want a
date?
second date?
Yeah, I think they should be happy with that. You know, from Maine like that. Like, get on the phone from Maine. You she texted me earlier though before the tour. She said, "Take me someplace really, really, really expensive." Is that a good sign? Never. Well, I'm going with it. I'm got 31 years. You know? So I'm taking her to the most expensive place I know, which is a Shell gas station in South. And you know.
You got chicken wings.
We'll get, yeah, have an organic maybe this year. So we're gonna go there. And, no, that's what it's gonna be. You guys liking Boston so far?
Boston's great.
Yeah, isn't it? It is nice. By the way, we're gonna go by the sign cream in a second, and good place to hang out, especially for kids. But adults love to do it. Lots of hands-on exhibitions, lots of interactive places. Like people like this dude right here, how old are you? About 12? 10,
14.
14? Well, you know, you've been affected by technology your whole life, and what's going on in your brain is new to the world, right? And so they need to be inspired differently, all you boys, all you girls. And the science museum does an excellent job of putting it all together, you know. And if you're interested, they have a great nighttime observatory and a great telescope right there. I go there not to look at the stars, I just want HBO. So I like flip around, I find somebody watching HBO.
Right.
I save $10 a month. I watch 16 candles. But anyway, it's right there. It's really magnificent. It's open at night.
Okay.
A night like tonight, perfect.
Perfect,
You know,
yeah.
nighttime viewing. It's a really, really, really powerful telescope. And you know, the butterfly garden is there, which is kind of cool. Lots of hands-on exhibitions, lots of interactive plays. That's kind of cool stuff too, you know. Anyway, so consider it. Look at that. Like, stay away from that company. They go right into Boston. They run a very shady operation. Who's from New York City? Anyone knows in New York City? Because this is the mayor. This is the William and Charlotte Bloomberg Meet Center. You know what this is all about? Remember, you know Mayor Bloomberg, right? In New York City, ex-Mayor Bloomberg. Well, he grew up right down the street of Medford, Mass. You know?
Okay.
And he was a real geek growing up, and he spent all of his weekends apparently as a kid hanging out at the Science Museum. How do I know this? Because not this July 4th, but 2 July 4th ago, when the Science Museum was open, this white limousine shows up. We're giving tours in the morning. We see a white limousine come over here, and a guy gets out, and he nobody knows he's coming, by the way. And he has the security page the director, and the director has no idea who some guy paging is. And anyway, the director shows up and he says, "Hey, I'm Michael Bloomberg, and I grew up right down the street. And I spent my weekends there as a kid, and everything I know and appreciate from science, I learned from you guys. So I want to give you a little present." He handed him a check for $58 million.
Wow.
And so so they named this new media center after his house. Right? But it was a total surprise.
Yeah.
1 potato, 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes.
Clap.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
MIT. Right?
Yeah.
What was the last thing you entrepreneur about?
I have a tech company.
A couple of tech companies. That's great. That's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
You have a workshop at home. It's all in your head.
Yeah, we have like an office and all that stuff.
That's a great thing. I admire that. I really do. Kelsey, how old are you? Yeah. What's your birthday? April. You look at April kind of girl. You do. By the way, I went to Tom Brady. You want to do something cool after the tour? Climb the 294 steps of the Boston Bucket Hill Monument. Just go hang out in front of it and have a picnic.
Okay.
It's, you know who won the Battle of Bunker Hill, anybody know? British. We have a monument for a losing campaign, but you know what happened? Lexington and Conquerors from a scrimmage, but it's the first time ever that people in the colonies took up and organized weapons against the British government. The British government said no bloody way, so they showed up in the Boston Harbor. Thousands of their Marines from all over the colony, including 40% of their ranking officers, just to let them know, don't mess around with us, right? And so it's right over here, right? So one morning, they wake up June 16, 1775. British Marines were over here, and they look up to that hill, and everywhere they see rebel weapons with their arms, with their weapons aimed down upon them.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end this video here. It's going a little too long, but I do hope you enjoyed this video.
They took back the hill. But in that 24
I'll see you
period,
next
to
time.
take back the
Bye.
hill, they lost 1,100 of their own Marines, including 40% of their ranking.